laughs our style. From heart to heart, from me to you, chat hour sparks a brighter view. Voices connect, ideas ignite. Ignite. Clap your hands now, feel the light. Together we grow, together we dream. Chat hour, yeah, we're one big team. From every corner, every land, side by side, hand in hand, the world's a circle we complete. In chat hour, we find our beat. Voices connect, ideas ignite. Ignite. Raise them high, now hearts take flight. Together we grow, together we dream. Chat hour, yeah, we're one big team. We're one big team. Yeah, we're one big team.
This is Japan. Everything feels calm, organized, intentional. But I keep asking myself, what does this have to do with teaching? Hello everyone, welcome back to our Chat Hour episode 11. And today's episode will be hosted by me, Amira. And we will be discovering about the creative classroom in Malaysia and also Japan's own definition of creative classroom. So today I'm going to do a little experiment, but rest assured I will not doing this experiment alone because it might fail. So I invited two special guests, Shajita and also Shahira, who will be doing this little experiment with me. So we are going to explore Japanese creative classroom and compare it with what Malaysia's creative classroom are. So let's watch it. Shajita, hi.
Hi.
Do you know that you are one of our special guests for episode 11?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do I have to do?
So, you have to do a little experiment that I told you last week. Do you remember?
I think
So for episode 11, the guests are required to take a picture of one thing that makes them feel like Japanese classroom is creative during their visit to the university.
Okay, so are you prepared for what to come next?
I think I do.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, so let's get on to the little assignment. So the first question that I want to ask, what is your personal opinion on what do you think a creative classroom are?
Okay, creative classroom is basically not only learning with books, learning with slides maybe. So they should have actually a lot of things going on in the class, like hands-on activities. You know, even though they are like 20 plus, 21 plus, they would feel boring in the class. They might feel sleepy in the class. So what the lecturer can actually do to engage the students in the class, they can make it a creative classroom. So having a creative classroom is like having a group circle for them to discuss on different topics. You know, so when the knowledge sharing sessions happens, they can actually gain a lot of new things, and they could keep it engaged in the classroom. So I think this is a very more important point saying creative classroom is.
I think creative classroom is when you not only deliver the subject as in literal, you know, you have to put a lot of like interesting activities. For example, if you want to teach about food, you cannot just, you know, bring the pictures, it will be boring. So what you have to do is you have to maybe bring the real foods so that the student can touch, can use their multisensory. Also, apart from that, maybe you can apply the project-based learning, which means that students can discuss with themselves and they can regulate their own ideas, and they can increase their creative thinking.
Okay, but I do have personal question. During a visit in Japan, what do you think are one of the activities that you consider it as a creative classroom? Maybe do you have an example of what do you think are creative in Japan classroom?
So, because I went to the Uday Elementary School, I'm one of the chosen students to go. So, I think the creative part of Japanese classroom is soji time. So, soji basically called as a cleaning. So, because the elementary school, they don't have cleaners. Interesting, right?
Wow.
So what they have to do is that students have to clean themselves up, right? So I think that is very creative because their school not just teach about subject like English, mathematics, and also like science, but they also taught the students about disciplines, about their attitude, and also mannerism.
I see.
Yeah, I took some pictures in their classroom. But before that, I have one poster of them collaborating with their conversation partners.
Alright.
So this is the one.
Okay, let us see. Oh, EPUU presents conversation partners. Oh, with California State University. Okay, so why do you think this is creative though?
Definitely creative because they are not only learning from their lecturers or teachers, hence they are learning from everywhere around the world. So they might get a lot of information everywhere around the world, like different cultures, different information. You know, like they can change their ideas with along with everyone. So I think it's definitely creative as they can learn more and more and more and more.
Okay, so I got it. So it is interesting, right? They are collaborating with USA University.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the soji time, is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
So do you think the learning part activity is a part of learning? Because as commonly known, learning is only about subjects. So what is your take on this?
Okay, like what I've said before, of course it's also part of the learning. Why? Because learning is not just about subject. It's about how you nurture yourself, how you take care of yourself, like how you, it's your upbringing, right? So I think that Suji is also part of the teaching because it taught you how to be an independent person without the cleaners, without the help of cleaners themselves.
Yeah, that's true. So, regarding what you have mentioned about Japanese creative classroom just now, do you think that any classroom or learning tools or platform like the collaboration between universities actually help pupils to learn better?
Definitely. Because from what I saw, as we went to university, right? So
Yeah.
From what I saw, they were so excited to learn about Malaysia. So when I was keep on telling them in the group, like I was explaining on what we have in our country and like the Petronas Twin Towers, nasi lemak, and so on. They were so excited about it. They were asking more about it. Like they were asking, oh, what can we do here? Like how much is the price of the nasi lemak and so on. So they were like so excited to learn. So I would definitely say when we are good in conveying information, they would definitely love to do it. Like imagine we are like not sharing good information and we are like so silent.
Yeah.
It might cause a guilty feeling in them for them to ask as well. So yeah, I think when we share a lot,
We get a
do
lot.
learn a lot.
Yeah. Shajita, I have more question to ask you.
Oh, sure. 1 minute.
Alright, sure. Okay, so the next question that I would like to ask is, do you think Malaysia school has implemented creative classrooms?
No.
Yeah, I think we do.
Really?
It's a definite no.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? when I saw the facilities in the university and so on, I felt like, oh my god, this like looks like a big how to say, it looks surreal like this, like an airport. It looks like an airport. Like they have a lot of facilities, like own classroom boards, like the swiping one, like tablets for the students, a lot. Like so, why don't Malaysia like have this also? I think it might definitely make give a motivation to the students. So they might gain a lot of knowledge. Like they would be scrolling and scrolling, right? Imagine having a tablet in front of it, but they should have the limits. Like they shouldn't play games in the classroom and so on. Like so, definitely they can do that. They can limit the usage, so they can gain more knowledge just by using Google to search things. So I think rather than just having tables and chairs and just blackboard or whiteboard and markers, I think at least maybe we can have a board, the scrolling board, LCD in the classroom. Sometimes some schools don't even have LCDs in the classroom, or maybe TVs in the class. It might really help the students to gain more knowledge. So I think we can actually have better classrooms in the future.
Agree.
I think we do have activity called as a creative classroom. For example, let's get deeper into English language. So for English language, we have the language arts, like we have the language arts, right? So it's not about writing, it's not about reading. It's about students learning the English through the creative materials. For example, you can use poems, you can use things like, maybe toys. You can bring toys in the classroom and then just ask the students about it, like maybe describe the color and also describe the shape of it. And then I think that's creative, because like you're not using a literal material, like not a reading material, you're using outside of the learning material.
That is so true. Okay. Since you say that Malaysia lack of creative classroom, right? So what do you think Malaysia can take example from Japanese classroom to implement a creative classroom for the better of our future pupils, future generations?
I'm actually not expecting much, right? Because some schools in Malaysia really have, not to say really have a good system, but they do have nice ones. So I think they can have like one or two facilities in the classroom, maybe one TV in each classroom, or a swiping board in each classroom, or tablet for each group, So that might help the students, and I think the teachers, can make the lessons better by not only reading the textbooks. I'm so sorry to say, but I did had such teachers in the classroom, and I did manage to, cover my sleeping senses, So I think it's better like to have an more engaging activities like games, bringing the students for out trip from the classroom. So these are all creative things that the teachers can do.
Okay, last but not least, comparing Japan and Malaysia, what do you think that Malaysia can learn from Japanese creative classroom, and what Japanese can learn from Malaysia's creative classroom?
Okay, because I mentioned soji in the Japanese culture, the creative classroom, right? So I think what Malaysia could have done and applied is maybe we can try to also apply the soji in our school, in the school environment. So how to do that? Maybe the teachers can teach the students what is soji, but actually in Malaysia we do have the timetable for the student to sweep the floor and do all the cleaning, but not the whole school, right? So that's why I think that it's going to be easy for us to apply soji, because we are actually familiar to that already. But then we have to be like more more on the part of taking care of ourselves, because soji means that you have to basically do everything, mop the floor. I don't think Malaysian students do that. So
Yep.
that, yeah.
Okay, so I think that is all for our today's episode from our special guest Shahira. So thank you, Ira, for sharing your experiment. Bye bye. So guys, remember that creative classroom is not only about the learning materials, the art, or the artistic features of something, but it also exploring the depth of learning that each pupils need, which teachers has to address and make it creative to make the students achieve the absolute learning goals. So whatever it is, whatever material it is, whatever solution or initiative that teacher has taken in order to ensure the students get the learning that they need, I think that can be considered as creative classroom, not only about materials but also the environment. So I think that's all from episode 11. So meet us next time at the same time for episode 12 with different hosts. Bye, sayonara. Hey, Shaji, you didn't even say bye yet to our episode 11. Oh my god, bye!